welcome back to my channel, Planty Princess. My name is Ashley. Today I am going to be checking out and giving you some information on another grow light. The company that I'm going to be reviewing today is LGECON. It's another company that sells some grow lights on Amazon. Right here I have the LG3200 series. They also have 3 other models currently available to check out, so definitely make sure you go ahead on their site, check them out, see what they have, and without any further ado, let's get into the grow light that I have to show you today. So as you see, the box is pretty large. It's a pretty big grow light actually. When you open it, you see it comes with all this extra protection on it. And then inside we have the grow light. So this light comes with 2 different plates, and they will equip side by side. I'm not going to hang the light, but I am going to show you how to install it and kind of put it together. It's meant to be a toolless installation. I guess minus if you need to, use a drill to screw something into the ceiling or a shelf, something of that nature. But for the light itself, to put the lights together, all the pieces of the light together, it's supposed to be toolless. So that makes it very easy, very convenient for anybody, especially those of us who aren't too handy to kind of figure out and get running. So in the box, we have the 2 plates. We have some hanging cables, some hanging strings, some screws, I think, to put the thermal plating on. We have a couple power cords. And then we have the thermal plate and obviously the driver. So before we get this thing together, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about this grow light. As I mentioned, the company of this grow light is LGECON. Obviously, it comes with your manual as well, gives you instructions on how to install this light and put it together, which I will definitely be using because there's a lot of parts here. This grow light is 320 watts. It has a coverage for vegetative growth of 5x5. It's recommended for flowering growth 4x4. This company also uses a new nano material to improve thermal conductivity, along with their patent designed thermoelectric separation design and efficient heat dissipation. So both of these plates have a thick aluminum heating, a heat casing that really helps with heat dissipation. Kind of helps to take the heat, suck the heat up from the light, disperse it into the air so it's not too much, staying inside the light, getting too warm. Currently, I'm not sure how warm this light gets. I did check out the 2 reviews that are currently on Amazon. Neither one were bad reviews. The one did mention though that this does get a little warm to the touch. So just a disclaimer, if you're going to touch this while it's on or after it just turns off, I would definitely recommend giving it about a 30-minute cooling period. That way you don't harm your skin or, touch it while it's still a little too warm. Also, this light has a waterproof casing over the LEDs, which is always great. It's meant to be able to, withstand a high humidity environment, which is really great. A lot of times when we get these grow lights, we're placing them in grow tents. Often we also place them outside of grow tents in our home, but it's great to be able to have lights that are able to withstand a higher humidity, especially for, the more tropical plants that we grow, the more rare plants that we grow that need that extra humidity to grow well, to even survive, and to just, be at their best. So that's really great. There are the 4 spectrums of lighting in this full spectrum LED grow light. We have our warm white lighting, our blue lighting, our red lighting, and then we have that extra IR lighting, which is getting put in a lot of these grow lights nowadays, which helps benefit the plants a lot more. Other than that, this company offers a 3-year after-sale warranty, which is awesome. Gives you that extra time for if anything goes wrong, if you need help with anything. Definitely make sure you contact the company. They have professionals on standby to answer any questions, stuff like that, help you out if you have any problems or have any questions about these lights. So now that we talked about the light, I think that's all that I really have to say. I just want to show you how to put this light together, get it installed, and I'm really excited to use it. Like always, I'm not sure where I'm going to place this. I have been getting so many grow lights lately. But don't worry. Now that it's winter, actually, I will need to be placing some more grow lights in my sunroom because there's one north-facing window, 2 east-facing windows, and a south-facing window in that room. So I only have one grow light currently in that room, and it's above a hanging plant that is in between my 2 east-facing windows. So obviously that will stay there. I'm not going to replace that, but that doesn't really get much light because it's in between the windows and it's like high. But I'm definitely going to be needing some lighting in there now that it's becoming winter. My plants are going to be very sad. I had a hard time with a lot of my plants last winter not having grow lights in there. So most of them survived, if not all of them. I'm not sure if we had any casualties, but I'm excited to actually have a, long grow light, a bigger grow light with a bigger coverage area to kind of provide some more light for as many plants as possible during the winter months. So let me stop chatting and let's get this grow light put together here. So we're going to take our 2 plates first and we're going to set them the same way down. Let me put this somewhere where you can see it. So that would be great. So we're going to put this facing the same way here. And the first thing we are going to do is put the 2 light modules together and align them in order like I have here. There should be no gap in between them. And then we are going to put the power bracket on. So I'm not sure. Let me see for a second. I don't think it matters which way this goes, honestly. So we're just gonna go ahead and get this placed on here. And to screw this in, you're going to use those 4 little screws that I showed you earlier. They're self-turning little knobs, super easy. Really super easy, honestly. So we're gonna carefully just get these screwed in real quick. All right, next up, we're going to connect the 2 pieces of model to the power. So we're going to take these 2 cords that are on the light plates, and we're going to connect the dock plug outside the power supply. So that's, I'm guessing, looks like this here. Or this one. Okay, so that looks like this here. So we're going to connect the 2 from the plates to this power cable here. Now on each side, on this side there's little female inserts. On the other one there's male connectors, so you want to make sure that they fit properly into the connection, into the plugs, and then you're going to twist this top blue part to kind of screw it in and keep it in place. So we want to do that for both sides. And again, we are connecting the wires that are from the light boards. Okay. Now that we have that done, we are going to connect the power input dock plug. So that looks like this single wire, because it says input on this side. That would be helpful. So we're going to connect this to, I think, that same wire. So we are connecting this to the same wire here. So I'm going to tuck this under like that just so it fits nicely. No, it's not getting connected to that because they don't match. So that means it has to get connected to one of these. So that's, this cord here is getting connected to your power plug. So on either side of the driver, you have a single cord and then you have two. The single cord is what is going to get plugged into your power source. And again, we have the female and male connectors. You want to make sure you get that in there very snug before you turn anything or screw it in. And then you just lock it in place till it clicks. This blue piece will lock in place clockwise until you feel it kind of, secure itself. So after that, our next step is going to be to tidy the power cord, which we already did. We are then going to connect the power cord, which is the big cord, to the little cord. Okay, that's the step I just did. Then we're going to connect the dimmer, which is the small cord, from the power. So then your last cord, there's two cords on the opposite side from the one cord. So the threaded side that's connected to the the driver, that's what's going to get connected to your dimmer. So you're going to connect the threaded side to your dimmer, and then you're going to make sure you tighten it. Then you're going to connect your last one to this cord, and same thing, you're going to turn it clockwise to make sure that it locks, and you'll feel it lock once it has a click. Okay. So that's that. We have few other things in here that we have to do yet. So the instructions seem very confusing. They're really not, though. Honestly, I'm glad I was able to make this video to help you along through it, because, having all these different wires, it's definitely very overwhelming. It is very confusing. So hopefully I was able to help you easily get this light put together and just make it easier for you guys. So next, we're going to take these two plastic pieces. These are the pieces that will hold either side of the light together along the edges here. That way it's more secure. The driver is screwed in on either side, so that helps hold it together, but we definitely need this extra support. This is definitely not a step you want to skip. That way this will help the lights stay level. So they're super easy. They literally just clip on like hair clips. So you want to make sure you have your board aligned and all the way together, and then you just want to go ahead and clip each one on in the middle to keep them, like I said, aligned and held together. So that's super easy as well. This definitely was a tool-free, easy install. After that, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to insert the hangers on the driver, on the black thermal connector. We have 4 holes going on each corner. That's where we will be connecting our hanging cables. So along with the hanging cables, most lights like this normally have, again, adjustable straps that you're able to adjust the height of your light, which is great. So we will first adjust the cables. It's one cable with 4 different wires coming out of it. So we'll connect each wire to one of those holes. They're the ones that you literally just clip in. So again, super simple, super easy. So there we go. Now we have our whole thing connected. This light is actually relatively lightweight. Once you put the driver on it, it does get a little heavier, but the plates are pretty lightweight, but they are sturdy, so they're not like so lightweight that they're chintzy. They're lightweight, they're sturdy. Like I said, the driver does add a little extra weight to it, but it's relatively light still. And then after that, we have our adjustable hanging ropes. You simply can just clip it right onto the top here. And like usual, you hold this little lever up here to pull your wires through to adjust the size. Simple as that. So I'm going to plug this in to show you the brightness of this light. Check out the dimmer. The dimmer goes in increments of 20. So of course we have 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%. And then our 100% lighting. That's great because it definitely gives you different variables of lighting, enough that you can kind of adjust for each plant. Although it goes by increments of 20, you can put it anywhere in between as well. So literally you can adjust your light for any plant, for any amount of light you need. It's super simple. I love having grow lights with dimmers because it makes it very easy for me to control the light that my plants need. If they're starting to brown, get some browning leaves, getting crispy, getting too much light, I can turn it down. If they're not growing, if I can tell they're not getting sufficient light, I can turn it up. And I really like to be able to control the lighting for my plants. So let's get this plugged in really quick and check out the brightness. Voila. So here we have our grow light. It's currently on 100%. I'm on about 80. Here we are at 60, 40, and 20. And then of course off. So to turn the grow light off, you can go ahead and put the light at 0, or you can simply unplug your light. Again, before touching the light, this is a no fan, no noise grow light, but with no fan, that does make it obviously become a little more warmer than grow lights that do have a fan, even with the aluminum casing. Thank you guys again for joining me in another video. Don't forget to check out this light along with the other lights that this company sells. I will definitely do some updates either on Instagram or make a short video on how my plants are growing with this light, how I like this light in a few months from now. So keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested in the content I provide. And as always, every plant's a princess. Bye.